Before the billion-dollar brand, before the Grammys, the champagne, and the headlines, there was just a kid named Sean Carter, trying to survive in the Marcy projects of Brooklyn, New York. He didn't grow up with opportunity, he grew up with obstacles. No silver spoon, no connections. Just pain, poverty, and a pen.
I hope readers take away from this book that rap is poetry, and it isn't just, it's thought-provoking, and there's thought behind it, and there's great writing in rap.
This is the story of how Jay-Z turned his lowest moments into a legacy. Jay-Z was born on December 4, 1969. He was raised by a single mother, Gloria Carter, after his father abandoned the family when Jay was just 11. They lived in the Marcy houses, a government housing project that was often plagued by violence, crime, and addiction. He once said, "When you're growing up in a drug-infested neighborhood, there's a survival instinct. Either you become numb, or you become strategic." By the time he was a teenager, he was already selling drugs, not because he wanted to, but because it was the only way he knew to help his family eat. But even while hustling, music was his heartbeat. Jay-Z didn't come up in the traditional industry way. In the late 80s and early 90s, he was performing alongside Big Daddy Kane and building street buzz with mixtapes. But when he tried to get signed by a label, he was told no, again and again. He was too street, not commercial enough, too raw. So he and his team, Dame Dash and Kareem, Biggs, Burke, made a bold decision: start their own label. And in 1996, Reasonable Doubt dropped, an album filled with luxury flows, hustler wisdom, and emotional depth. It didn't go platinum overnight. But those who listened knew they were hearing something special. I sell ice in the winter, I sell fire in hell. I am a hustler, baby, I'll sell water to a well. Jay-Z didn't wait for a seat at the table. He built his own. From Volume 2, Hard Knock Life to the Blueprint, Jay-Z became not just a rapper, but a storyteller for the streets and a voice for resilience.
The Blueprint, in stores now. Available at FYE. I'm not doing it again.
Jay-Z became not just a rapper, but a storyteller for the streets and a voice for resilience. He wasn't afraid to evolve. He rapped about pain, fame, betrayal, and power, with vulnerability most artists didn't dare touch. In 2003, he released the Black Album and announced his retirement, going out on top. But the retirement didn't last. Jay came back, stronger, smarter, sharper. He partnered with brands, signed rising stars, and became president of Def Jam, where he mentored Kanye West, Rihanna, and Jeezy.
So I'm playing Beanies and Beats, and he gets to smiling. Yeah, it's hot. You know what I'm saying? But he had to go somewhere. I don't know, he was going somewhere for his birthday. So then Hove came in. I remember he had a Gucci hat on, like the fisherman joint. And Hip Hop, my manager, who definitely saved my life, was like, yo, play that one beat for Hove. And it came on. Dun, dun, dun. And he was listening to it like,
"I'm not a businessman, I'm a business man." He wasn't just chasing hits anymore, he was building a legacy. Jay-Z understood something most artists missed. Owning the product matters more than being the face of it. That's why he built Rocawear, later selling it for $204 million, launched Roc Nation, managing athletes and artists globally, acquired Tidal, promoting artist ownership. County founded DC Cognac and owned Ace of Spades Champagne, later selling 50% to LVMH. He wasn't just investing in products, he was investing in culture. In 2019, Forbes named him hip-hop's first billionaire. But the real flex? He did it his way. No shortcuts, no sell-out moves. Just smart plays and long-term vision. We used to hustle for $1, now we hustle for equity. As Jay-Z's wealth grew, so did his self-awareness. He opened up about therapy, marriage, infidelity, and fatherhood in his album 444. He rapped not just as a mogul, but as a man who had made mistakes and was committed to growth. He once said, "We're not falling short because of our talent. We're falling short because of our trauma. With Beyoncé, he co-founded foundations supporting education, criminal justice reform, and entrepreneurship for Black communities. Jay-Z didn't just evolve professionally, he evolved personally. Jay-Z's story is more than music, more than money, more than fame. It's a story of what happens when you stop waiting for permission and start betting on yourself. From the hallways of Marcy to the boardrooms of Wall Street, Jay-Z proved, you don't need to come from money to build wealth. You don't need a perfect start to have a powerful ending. You don't need to fit in, to stand out. I'm not afraid of dying. I'm afraid of not trying. To anyone watching this, don't wait for someone to choose you. Choose yourself. Your pain doesn't define you. Your past doesn't own you. Your moves do. Jay-Z didn't just rise. He built an empire brick by brick, lyric by lyric, move by move. And so can you. This is Legacy Files. Real stories, real lessons, built to inspire your next move.